The NFL draft came and went, so here are my best and worst picks for instant reaction. The very first obvious winner are the Bears, getting Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. This draft couldn't have gone better for Chicago, as everyone knew they would draft Williams, but Odunze could have been gone before the 9th pick. But in the end, the Bears have gotten their franchise QB and a very good wide receiver to form a scary trio of weapons. Williams has been the QB1 and pick 1 in this draft before the past NFL season has even started. He is a generational talent with Mahomes-like plays and has the potential to be a top 5 QB in the league, one of the most electrifying college quarterbacks in college history. The Bears took and landed their franchise QB. I think he has the talent to overcome the Bears curse, and he has the surrounding team around him to succeed right away. Rome Odunze is one of the best wide receivers in this draft, a great weapon for Williams to rely on with deep balls, and he is a great contested catcher. On top of that, he is the future of the Bears wide receiver room alongside DJ Moore. As Keenan Allen gets up there in age, Odunze will take his role. Alongside Allen and Moore, Odunze has the ability to get the time to adjust to the NFL game before getting to be the premier guy. Overall, the Bears are a clear winner in this draft as they had 2 of the best picks. I like the Patriots' pick of franchise QB Drake May. He's been QB2 for some time until the McDaniels hype came up in the last few months. Drake May is a great QB. However, this pick alone is not that good if the Patriots don't surround him with as much talent as possible in this year's draft. He is doomed to fail if the surrounding cast around him is the same, and I hope that doesn't happen. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray will be must-watch TV next season. Marvin is the best wide receiver prospect since Julio Jones, and the Cardinals just got their next great wide receiver. Giving Kyler Murray a solidified weapon from day one to help him bounce back and form a dynamic duo will be something to watch for years to come. From Fitzgerald to Hopkins and now Harrison Jr., the Cardinals now have their next league-breaking wide receiver to pair up with their franchise QB. The Jaguars got their next star wide receiver with Brian Thomas Jr., a great pick, and on top of that, they actually traded back and got some picks and their guy. He is an explosive player and a great deep ball catcher and will help Lawrence a lot, especially as a deep threat, as Calvin really didn't do that much last year. He forms a solo duo alongside Christian Kirk for Trevor Lawrence. Alongside that, they jumped the Cowboys as well, who might have picked him. The best part is that Brian Thomas has never been the number 1 at LSU as he played with Malik Neighbors. Heading into the season, don't be surprised if he isn't number 1 in December for the Jaguars. Xavier Worthy to the Chiefs is a literal cheat code. Signing Marquise Brown as a deep threat and then drafting a faster one for Mahomes is literally unfair. Knowing how good Mahomes is and how well the Chiefs are at developing their players, Worthy could be Tyreek Hill 2.0. The Bills are complete idiots for trading with their rival and allowing this to happen. With Rice being suspended, it allows for Worthy to grow and develop a connection with Mahomes that will terrorize the league for years. What are the Falcons doing? Reaching for Michael Penix at 8 after signing Kirk Cousins on a 4-year $180 win-now deal? I get they are trying to give Penix mentorship and find a successor for Kirk. However, as a Penix fan, he is already 23, turning 24, and will at least be 2 to 3 years older when he starts his first game. Especially with the 8th pick, where teams were most likely calling to trade up, the Falcons could have just gotten Penix later on in the draft and more assets. They also have a glaring issue at edge rusher, a problem they've had forever, and they had the draft pick to pick whoever they wanted to. This feels like the Jalen Hurts pick from a few years ago, but much higher in the draft, and unlike Carson Wentz, Kirk is much better. They could have just waited until next year instead of reaching for a QB, especially with the 8th overall pick. It was a really good draft night, and I'm excited for day 2 and day 3 to see who can really make a difference and win this draft.